So the singleton model continues the discussion about singleton model. We have already started. We have discussed it in two different videos, and this is the last and final discussion about the singleton model. If you have not gone through this previous discussion, I will share the link in the description box. So as we have discussed earlier, there are 5 types of singleton model: eager, lazy, thread safe, double checked, and enum. Already we have seen the example of eager and lazy initialization, where we are working with single threaded model. When there is a question comes to go for multi-threaded environment, in that case this eager or lazy initialization, what will be the problem and how the problem will be resolved to satisfy the singleton model, that we will look at in the example in this video. Let us go to the coding part. Thread safe. So here this is what is the example which we have discussed in the previous video, that is lazy initialization. That is how we are going for getting the object at the time of requirement. But if we will add, or let me show you the output of this code. If we will see the output, so the object got created, that line from the constructor came only once, but the method which we have called, that output are different from different references. So that is only one object is getting created. That is the ultimate requirement of singleton model. We can go for creating only one object, or we have to restrict the singleton class to be created only once. So now I am going for adding thread to it. I will go for putting the first part, where we are going for reference of creating a driver named as a dr in one thread, and in another thread we will go for putting the second part, where we are using the reference of driver as dr1 and calling the method which prints something with b. So one prints A, another prints B. So here I have gone for creating two instances of thread, or two threads I have created by using anonymous inner class. We could have gone for using lambda expression, but we will remain in the anonymous inner class. We will discuss the lambda expression sometime later. So I will start the threads th1 and th2, two thread names I have given. So now let us see what happens. So two threads are doing the same job which are being done by using single threaded model. Now let us run it. So here you can see the constructor gets called twice, means the object of the driver class is getting created twice, because for the first thread it goes into this driver to find out the get instance method, it gets the instance. At the same time thread 2 th2 also tries to find out the instance, and at that moment also it finds driver is null. So this is only the restriction we have made, which doesn't allow to create the object of driver class more than once. But since it is multi-threaded model, so both are being allowed, because when thread 1 enters into this method, it finds driver is null, it goes for creating the object of driver. When thread 2 enters into this method, at the same time what it finds, it also finds driver is null, and that also goes for creating the object of driver. So here it violates the basic definition of singleton model. So how we can achieve this singleton model even if in the multi-threaded environment? That we can do with the help of thread safe. We can make it thread safe. That is what is the best way to make it again singleton. How it is going to be achieved? Now simply we can achieve it by using a keyword of multi-threading, that is what synchronized. The synchronized keyword does what? Now it can be applicable, it can be applied to a method, or it can be applied to any block. So here we have applied to the method get instance. What the synchronized method says? It says at a time only one thread can enter into the method which is synchronized. If multiple threads tries to enter the synchronized method, it will not allow. The second thread onwards will wait till the first thread finishes the job. When the first thread finishes the job, the second will enter. If second will finish, the third will enter. So like this it is going to call the method one after another, means one thread will be allowed to the synchronized method at a time. So now let us see if we will go for saving this and run it again, will it satisfy our singleton model definition or not? So here you can see it is completely satisfying the singleton model, because it goes for creating only one object of this class. How we are finding it? By looking at the output, you can see the constructor is getting called only once. So this is how we can go for thread safe singleton model. Now we can do one thing. Suppose this thread safe model, even if we have gone for thread safe model and we are getting only one object of the class and it is satisfying the definition of singleton model. Suppose something we have done inside our synchronized method. Suppose I will put a sysout line initializing driver. Suppose it will print this one. Okay, so whoever will enter into this method, that thread is going to print it, or this is something we can say some task is going to be performed before or after creating the object of singleton class. So what will happen? We do expect this synchronized method definition says, so this singleton model, again it is same, singleton model is there, only one object is getting created, but this line doesn't have any relation with this singleton model. Why we will block execution of this line? That is a valid point. We need to execute this part even if there are multiple threads, because this is no way related with this object creation part. Our aim is to create only one object. So for creating one object, why should we block the other parts to execute which are not going to be the part of singleton modeling? So in that case, we can do one thing, whichever part is responsible for creating object, only that part we will make it synchronized, and rest of the part we will leave, means in place of making the method synchronized, we will make a synchronized block. So that is what is going to be called as double check. Why it is called as double check, that I will tell you. This is what the type 4 or. So here what will happen, how we can change, in place of making this method synchronized, we will create a block of synchronized by supplying the class name. The class name is driver, and this is what is a synchronized block, means this within this block only one thread is allowed. So this is one portion of checking. You can see this synchronized block is one portion of checking, so that it will not enter into, or any thread will not enter into this block if some other thread is already working on it. This is one portion of checking, and inside the synchronized block again we are checking the driver class has one instance, or already the instance exists. So if the instance exists, it is not going to create the object again. So null checking also we are doing. So first of all, multiple thread checking, we are not allowing the multiple thread to execute this part, the first check, and this is what the second check, where you are going for checking the object is created or not. That is why it is called as double checked. So let us see, in place of, you remember this output line, initializing driver, two lines of output we have got in case of object creation, in case of double check process. Now will it vary? The lines should be same, but the order should vary. Let us see. Yeah, so this object got created, that line came because this object got created, the constructor is getting called inside the synchronized block. This initializing driver, these two lines came first, the order of output got changed, means when the first thread enter into this method, it finds initializing driver, second thread also enter into this method, because there is no blocking of threads, we have removed the synchronized keyword, and both the thread enter into this method, it performs the task. That's what we have, only one line, sysout, for the demonstration purpose. Both the threads are now into this method, but both the threads cannot enter into this synchronized block, because this part is only responsible for creating the singleton object. So here we have gone for double checking. So here the thread whoever is going to execute, that will enter into this, create the method, create the object of the driver and come out of the synchronized block, and so that the second or third or any other thread whichever are waiting, they can enter into the synchronized block and find out the driver is null or not. If it is not null, then it is not going to create the object of driver. Second time onwards, the driver object is not going to be created because it will not enter into this, the thread will not enter into this if block, because we have compared it with null. So that is the reason we are getting the output like this. Means this is one of the safest process of creating singleton class by implementing singleton model. But this class is using some multi-threaded model, and it satisfies all the rules of singleton design pattern. But when we will go for serialization, that is what object reading, object writing, when we will go for writing this object of the singleton class into any file or any serialized location, at that moment what will happen? While writing, by using a write object, we will write the singleton object, but while reading, it will return us a new object of singleton class. So what will happen? Again, it is the violation of singleton design pattern. One object has to be there. So in that case, we will take the help of JDK 1.5 onwards feature, that is what is the enum. So enum got introduced in later part of Java or JDK, that is 1.5 onwards. So here this is what is the implementation of enum design singleton, that is what type 4 or type 5 in fact. So what we have done over here, we have gone for creating an enum named as driver again in place of creating a class, and here I have gone for creating public static final instance. We have named it as my enum. Generally people used to give it as instance, but it is not mandatory, we can give it any name. So intentionally I have changed the name of the public static final variable, that is what my enum I have given, and inside this I have gone for creating a variable, ordinary variable, that is what integer type. I have named it as I, and here is a method, the same method name I have used, convert data. It is going to print, converting data to print value of I will be attached with it. And in the main method, what we have done, we have gone for creating the object of driver, we have gone for fetching the object of enum. dr1 is driver.mynum, again in the line number 6 dr2 driver.mynum. So in dr1 I have assigned the value of I as 20, in dr2 we have assigned the value of I to 30, and here we are calling the method upon dr1 and dr2, that is what the method name is convert data. dr1 we have, again you can see in dr1 the value of I is 20, in dr2 value of I is 30, So when we will go for calling the DR1 convert data and then DR2 convert data, we should get the output as 20 and 30. But now let us see what is going to happen. If we will run it, so here both the lines of output prints 30. Why so? Now there is a single instance of driver which is the enum type. So even if we have gone for assigning by using different references, here we have used DR1, here we have used DR2, but when you call DR1 convert data and DR2 convert data, we are getting same value of I. We are not getting 20 and 30, means the value 20 of I is reassigned to 30 because that is only one object. So this is the best practice of singleton model, even if we are going for serialization. If we will go for serialization of enum, first of all we should know serialization of enum does not involve the value of variables present inside the enum. Means when we write the enum by using write object and read the enum by using read object, we will get same instance. So there is no violation of singleton design pattern. So that is how we can achieve the singleton design pattern by using all these 5 steps. Let me just recall everything. We have gone for this eager initialization, lazy initialization in the first 2 videos, which I will again put in the description box. And today we discussed, or in this video we discussed thread safe, which make a method synchronized, means the entire method becomes single threaded access, but sometime we may have the requirement to perform some task in the method which is not required to be the part of multi-threaded model. So we will do one thing, we will block only the part which is creating the object of singleton class. So that can be achieved by using double checked. Okay. So that is, and the last one is the enum singleton which you saw, that is basically required for serialization and deserialization, so that we will not get different object while deserializing any singleton class with the help of read object and write object. So that's all about singleton model. We will go for the implementation of singleton model into the real-time example. Here only we have gone for a demonstration of singleton model, but the real-time use or production based use we will discuss in the future when we will go for using Spring applications. So since it is very much important to understand singleton model before going into the Spring MVC or Spring Data JPA or Spring Boot, so everywhere this singleton model comes to the picture. So this discussion was very much important, that's why I went for it. Then we will continue with our Spring discussion in the future videos. Thanks for watching.